So this week, as I'm sure you all know, the royal family welcomed a new addition. The Duchess of Sussex gave birth to their first child, Archie Harrison Mountbatten Windsor, and all of us here at SEC Media send our warm congratulations. Interestingly, the Duke and Duchess chose not to give their son any royal titles. He could have been the Earl of Dumbarton or Lord Archie Mountbatten Windsor, but instead he will simply be Master Archie Mountbatten Windsor. Royal correspondents have taken this as a sign that the couple don't want to bring him up as a quote-unquote formal royal, whatever that means. Archie's heritage is both that of royalty through his dad, but also that of a commoner through his mum. Now, commoner isn't a particularly pleasant expression. It's used to denote an ordinary person who isn't part of royalty or the aristocracy. And this is an area where traditionally there isn't really any middle ground. You're either royalty or a commoner. So is Archie 50% royalty and 50% commoner? Or is he 100% royalty and 100% commoner? Can he or anybody be both things at the same time? Especially when these two things are seemingly contradictory. This is actually a question that theologians grappled with when it came to Jesus. I mean, he had heavenly heritage, but he also had earthly heritage. So was he 50% God and 50% man? Could that even be possible? Well, one thing I know is that God doesn't do things by halves. Jesus was both 100% God and 100% man. Somehow, by a divine mystery, God was able to mesh together these two realities so that 100% God plus 100% man equaled 100% Jesus. As followers of Jesus, we actually find ourselves living in a similar dichotomy to Master Archie Harrison Mountbatten Windsor. You see, we are adopted children of God and he is the King of Kings. We are 100% royalty. But before we get too ahead of ourselves, we are living in a dysfunctional world and we are part of a dysfunctional human race. We are 100% commoners. We can describe this strange situation as the already and the not yet. We are already royalty, children of God. But we are not yet living out the fullness of what it means to be the royal children of God. Already and not yet. The Apostle John spells this out in his letter known as 1 John in chapter 3 and verse 2. He says, "Beloved, we are God's children now. What we will be has not yet been revealed." That's the already and the not yet side by side. But John continues, "What we do know is this, when he is revealed, we will be like him, for we will see him as he is." And that's where the similarities between us and Master Archie end, bless him. You see, one day we will be like Jesus. The not yet will cease to exist. We will be totally, entirely, irreversibly royalty, children of the King. So here are our three takeaways. Number one, whatever name or title you do or don't have, you are an adopted child of the King, which makes you royalty. That's good news. Number two, until Jesus comes and draws a line under this period of Earth's history, you are also an ordinary person, bound by the same physical limitations as everyone else. So let's never get tempted to start thinking that we are better than anyone else. And number three, there will be a full coronation in the future when the kingdom of God will be rolled out in all its glory. All who believe in Jesus will receive a golden crown, and that's real royalty. And that definitely sounds to me like a life less ordinary.